Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to the 17th gameplay for Pokemon Colosseum. We're back at the train area to get some more Pokeballs. So in the area that we're going to the Agate village, and that is actually where the purification is, but there are shadow Pokemon there that I will try and catch, as there are a few trainers that you have to battle when you get into that village. I don't want to spoil the whole plot for anyone that hasn't really played this game before, but you will eventually see me battle some people there. But Agate Village is where you purify Pokemon, so definitely just trying to get some more supplies while I can in terms of Pokeballs, because I did use quite a few in terms of the battle cave for Mirror B. That's kind of what I call it. So definitely spending more money and also building up for Mount Battle, because I believe after Agate Village is when Mount Battle I have to go into there. So there'll be more Shadow Pokemon and Entei for sure. So definitely just stocking up on supplies to start this video. So we were just stopping, making a quick pit stop here. We're just going to talk to Willie here. Oh, I actually did not realize we were actually going to battle again, so look at that. Why not? Okay. Wow, look at that. One of his Zigzagoons evolved. In the time that I've been going through Big Joe vs. Pirate Town, one of his Zigzagoons evolved. I'm not exactly sure how it evolved, but that's pretty cool. So we got Peon and Sudowoodo. So you can see Sudowoodo dancing around over there. Pretty cool, since we just got it from Mirror B. Really love the animation of the Zigzagoon and Lindoon. And that pin missile animation is really cool. Much different than what I originally saw back in the day when I was playing like Ruby and Sapphire in the 2D animation. This 3D animation just really emphasized what it would actually look like. So Shadow Rush on Lindoon with Sudowoodo, always moving. You could really tell why Mirror B had this as a shadow Pokemon. Alright, we got Swablu out there. Pin Missile again. Oh, probably on Swablu, yep. Not as effective though, so that's pretty cool. Also, Swablu's meter is about halfway down, which is pretty good. Oh wow, Pin Missile again? On Swablu again? Man. I mean, I just swapped Swablu out here, but they really must not like Swablu. So a little animation detail I just saw was when Sudowoodo did its move, Swablu was just flying down from getting hit. That's an interesting detail I didn't actually notice before. So, oh man, Swablu's in hyper mode, and this battle's about to end, so that's pretty interesting. There you go, Sudowoodo. I love how dramatic the return scenes are for a lot of these Pokemon. Or actually every single Pokemon. It's like, oh no. Shh, wiped out again. Hey, you got wiped out, but hey, you got a Lindoon, man, so that's pretty good. I don't know who you battled to get it to evolve, but man. Alright. We're gonna stop off at Phoenix City, probably to heal, just because there's no healing station at the train area. So I'll probably just heal up my Pokemon before heading up to Agate Village. I think there's a Pokemon Center up there, but I mean, we're already right here, so. Yeah, I can't tell you guys how many times I've actually missed catching Sudowoodo in the past. I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to catch it so I don't want to say easily, but like on the first attempt, I think. Because in the past, I've struggled catching Sudowoodo and even kind of accidentally beat it, and then I wasn't able to catch it. Because you won't see Sudowoodo again, that's for sure. You don't really see Mirabee again, I don't think, for quite a while, if anything. So now we're actually progressing the story and going to Agate Town. Or Agate Village. Sorry, here it is. Love the harmonica music here. That the harmonica really gives it like this cool, chill vibe. Hey, look, a Torchic. That's pretty cool. We get to see one of the other starters. So we've seen a Mudkip and a Torchic so far. So we'll go through this side cave. Oh, looks like there's some items in here. Some silk scarf and... Ooh, 2 Ultra Balls. Definitely very useful. Okay, I was just kind of accumulating on those Ultra Balls. I know I'm going to use those later. I don't know about you guys, but I know back in the day, I did meet someone when I was in school who would always try and catch Pokemon with Pokeballs only. That was like their thing, and I was like, man, that's pretty tough. Sometimes I try and do that, but a lot of times I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to use the Great Ball, Ultra Ball. Everything looks nice in the Pokeball, but if for some reason you don't catch that Pokemon, I'd rather just use the higher level ball catching Pokeballs. Wobbuffet, there you go. Yeah, this village is basically like a retirement community. That's kind of what I envisioned this place being, but it's a really cool looking retirement community. Alright, let's have a battle. Fun Old Man Skof. What a name. Okay. I didn't expect that, but okay. Fun Old Man Skof. Wow. There goes Swablu, and there goes Sudowoodo. Well, that right out the gate, Sudowoodo's already dancing. Shadow Rush. I love that C-Dot animation, like it just kind of rolls like a top. Oh, Sudowoodo's also now in hyper mode. Man, now we have both of them in hyper mode. Ooh. That actually did more damage than I thought it would. Stun Spore, oh man. That's a cool animation though for Stun Spore. If I didn't mention it earlier when I think Flaffy was using it. Alright, we're gonna call Swablu. Calling out your name, Swablu! There you go. Look at it jumping so cool. There you go, there goes C-Dot. I really like that kind of rolling top animation for C-Dot. Oh, for it. Oof. The battle music in Colosseum is really awesome. Really love the guitars in it. Super catchy. Since I've been playing this game a lot more, it's been stuck in my head. Ooh, bam, nice crit hit for Shadow Rush. There goes Machop. And there goes Swablu using Sing. Now Ferret's asleep. So I do like how Ferret's eyes actually close when it's asleep. Like there's an animation for that. Calling out your name, Sudowoodo! There you go, Sudowoodo. Look at that, I did the twirl. Oh man, paralyzed, yeah. Well, it's a 2-on-1 now, so... Oh no, he's in hyper mode again. Alright. Calling out your name, Sudowoodo! Look at that 360 spin. Wow, Ferret woke up relatively quick. That was like 2 turns it was asleep. Wow, that's actually pretty short. Again? That's like almost 3 times in a row. Oof. Well, for the next battle, Sudowoodo, for the next battle. There goes for it. Fun Old Man Skof. Well, it was pretty cool. Dang. Generous. In terms of how much I got from winning. Dang. Somehow cold. Yeah, the people in Agate Village are pretty good in sensing that. So this is the mart. I actually thought this was the Pokemon Center because I saw the Pokeball. So we go into her relatives, her grandfather and grandmother's house. Worried. What held you up? I was abducted. Yeah. Yes. Shadow Pokemon. You know, in the new games, I wish they had Shadow Pokemon again. Oh, some outsiders went to the Relic Forest. I don't know. Shove me aside and enough talk. I'm off. There goes Gandalf the Grey. That's kind of what he reminds me of, Gandalf the Grey. Let's see what this says here. Breaking news. Mirror B, the brutal crime lord, Pirate Town has been defeated. 2 young people. See, the news actually changed, so that's pretty cool. Pirate Town hopefully return. It's peaceful self. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So like the news channel does change every once in a while when you go into the houses. So we'll go upstairs. A picture of a Torchic and interesting. I know this was the era of Sapphire and Ruby, the kind of transition between Silver, Gold, and Sapphire and Ruby, but just really interesting that there's Gen 3 starters, but you can't really use the Gen 3 starters in this game in terms of like actual starters. You have the Gen 2 with like Bayleaf, Quilava, and Croconaw. So, but as I was saying earlier, I kind of wish the newer games, I know Pokemon ZA was just released. I kind of wish they went back to like Shadow Pokemon. I feel like that was a really cool concept that the Pokemon Company could probably expand on. And with how many kind of gimmicks that they have already with like Mega Evolutions and Alolan forms, if they brought back Shadow Pokemon, I'm pretty sure people would like love that. Just because it's such a unique thing in the games, and you could even do it for the cards too, like Shadow Lugia, Shadow this. Like there's such a big market, I guess, for what Shadow could be. I don't know, it's just like something off the top of my head, but I really did wish that they did for future games like Shadow Pokemon again, but I don't think we'll ever see the Shadow Pokemon ever again in a Pokemon game. So I'm just exploring Agate Village. I remember there's stuff around. Oh, there's the daycare lady, that's right. So I'm actually gonna put Peon in here because maybe it will gain some levels while I'm kind of traveling around. So I will probably throw Umbreon back in my party because Umbreon's stronger of the two. Oh, the name raider, that's right. You could change, you could rate your Pokemon's nickname, and I think you can change it too. So that may come in handy in the future. May change some of their nicknames. But I'm gonna throw Umbreon back into the party here. So now we still need to go to the Pokemon Center because I don't think I've healed my Pokemon per se. Or I might have already. But just exploring around. This is like one of my favorite places in the game, is Agate Village. Just because it's so peaceful. Kind of reminds me of like a naturistic retirement community. Oh yeah, I forgot that this guy gives you berries. I guess you get one every time you would talk to him because like the Talo gets one every single time. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that, to be quite honest. I don't know, I just talked to all the NPCs in this game, to be quite honest. Because you never know what you miss when you don't talk to them. They might be the random person that you need something from. Okay, maybe I did heal my Pokemon already. Alright, here we go. The Cypher Peons. Cypher Peon Doven. Look at that wind. Their hair is like flapping like there's a lot of wind. Same with my jacket. Or Big Joe's jacket. The animation's so cool. It's always like they're in a windstorm. Alright, so Sudowoodo's still in hyper mode. Calling out your name, Sudowoodo! 360 flip. Oh, there goes Surf. Alright. Oh yeah, that's super effective against Sudowoodo. Put you to sleep. Look at how cool Spheal looks sleeping. It's still even bopping around while it's sleeping. So we'll switch out Sudowoodo. For Mantine. It's all water types. I don't really have my main party right now. So kind of just getting the Shadow Meter down and trying out different Pokemon right now. Oh, absorbed its Surf. I actually did not know that it did that. Dang, that's crazy. Wow. So I put both of these Pokemon to sleep. So now it's time to start attacking. Oh, looks like a Bubble Beam. Okay. And knows an actual water type move. Not as good as Surf as Quagsire is, but Bubble Beam's not terrible. Oh yeah, the rough skin. I forgot about that with the Carvana and Sharpedo. Look at this feel. Dang, it woke up. Oh, Rock Smash. I'm gonna sing it back to sleep. There goes Carvana. We'll take the recoil hit. Yeah, the recoil hit a Shadow Rush and the Rough Skin. Sleepy Spheal. Shadow Rush. Hit with recoil, alright. Not bad. Seal is fast asleep. Try out Bubble Beam. I don't know if I've used it that much yet, but yeah, it's not real effective, but cool animation. Oh, there goes Feel. Look at, wow, it still has the Z's. It's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize that. It does this regular animation, like kind of return animation, but that still has the Z's because it was sleeping. Wow, that's a pretty cool little detail. This game is really detailed for how old it was and how the time it was in. It's pretty detailed. Alright, let's see. Alright, Swablu's in the yellow. So we'll switch Sudowoodo. Forget about it, you're not going any further in. Cypher, Peon, Silton. Shroomish and Cacnea. Ooh. I mean, those are pretty good set for slug mode. If Swablu knew a flying move, probably would be good for Swablu as well. Alright, let's get him those status things. Sleep time. Still use Feint Attack, okay. Dark type move on dark type Pokemon. Not the most effective, but hey. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could use Confused Ray while they're sleeping and stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if you could do that in the newer games, but for sure you could do it in this game. Time for Slugma. Put that veil up. Feint Attack again. Swablu? Yeah, figured that. There goes. Oh, still alive, Shroomish. Oh, wow, it missed. Nice, Shroomish got taken out by Confused Ray. No. Feint. Nice. Confused Ray helps a lot. There you go. And we won the battle against Cypher, Peon, Silton. Roadblock attempt failed. Yeah, sorry about that. Kinda need to get through. Ah, phooey. Oh, shoot. I forgot about this path. Oh, Quick Claw. Okay. I kind of forgot that this was here. Let's go back up to the Pokemon Center and heal up. So I believe we're winding down this part for gameplay 17. So we made it to Agate Village. We actually had like 4 battles in this video or gameplay, which is pretty crazy actually. Pretty good. Hey, look, there's a Trico there. So we've seen all 3 Hoenn starters, which is Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip throughout this game so far. So that's pretty cool. But overall, yeah, 4 battles and got the Shadow Meter down. You guys got to see Sudowoodo battle. And yeah, we're just gonna go on from there. I think the next part will actually be potentially purifying Pokemon. So we'll see after that battle. But I'll see you guys in the next gameplay video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.